Aaron Cowan, Sage Dynamics. Today we're looking at the FN 509 Compact MRD LE with a comp. No, I'm not actually Aaron Cowan, but this is actually his pistol. Check it out. This is so awesome. They never even made this model. I don't know if he got FN to do it because he's on the staff or you added a comp later. A pretty cool video. Let's get going. So I just dumped the whole bag other than those last 4 or whatever. So about 8 rounds to begin with. And yeah, pretty good stuff here on the Sage Dynamics Anatomy target from Targets Online. Yeah, that's my first fast run hammering the trigger. I got to get the cadence down. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 12 on his spine. Real good stuff. Take a look at the pistol with the comp. It's not a threaded barrel. It's a system where you can ratchet it off and on. Look, the Gideon dot is really, really nice. So I'm going to get used to this nice big window. I'm used to using green Omegas. All right, let's put in this OEM standard capacity magazine that comes from FN and run that again, and hopefully I'll hit record this time. Wow. Okay, I gotta learn this short reset and get my cadence down. So I'll need to slow it down and do some doubles and triples, but we're still all in there. That one went a little bit high, but that would be a spreader, so I think that's pretty good. And another reason to train on these anatomy targets. And Gideon Optics. I'm Dan the Wolfman. You might want to know that at places like that. Guys, so let's talk to FN 509 a little bit here before we keep going. Great texture, feels great in my hands. I think they usually come with 2 back straps. This is a little bit bigger one. This is the compact. We'll look at a normal size, mid-size one in the future and do a comp versus uncomped, that type of thing. Really well-built pistols. I used to have an FNS9. This one was designed by Léon Hubert, who you know a little bit about. Hopefully he's basically the predecessor to John Moses Browning. This. Now originally it had a hinge trigger. People didn't like the hinge trigger, little heavy, little gritty. But if you can find an LE model in mid-2021, they updated LE models with this. So dingus trigger style that you're aware of. Take up right there, basically flat face. Nice, clean break. And a short reset. I gotta learn a little bit about that reset. Okay, so this gun was filthy. There's a funny video. People have been bugging me to do a cleaning video. I didn't really want to do it. The first 9 minutes are good, even if you know how to clean your pistols already and lube them, how to cheat clean them and keep them going 1,000 rounds. And then I go into the deep clean that this needed. I knew it would need a pretty good cleaning. It was really, really dirty. Now I'm not complaining because Aaron Cowan, it looked like he sent me all the plates that I needed, including he probably had to look to find me one to mount an RMR style dot like this Gideon Granite. And this thing is tough. I'm not going to do the drop testing like Sage Dynamics does because Gideon Optics already did it. Look at the destruction. They threw it like a frisbee. They racked it on the table 56 times in a row. They dropped it from 3 feet and then 6 feet, multiple times on rocks, trying to get the glass to break. And the housing is very tough built up there. So far, I'm liking this big window dot that is probably tough enough for a pistol like this FN 509 Compact MRD LE with comp. I think that would be the right name for it. And I forgot to mention, LAPD dropped Glock and went with this. They ran 2 of a bunch of different manufacturers' pistols. 2 of these, I believe, went 22,000 rounds each without a failure. So these are built very, very tough. All right, I've got my stendo for my blinky, so train accordingly. Just joking. I'm just gonna draw to 2 shots and 3 shots. I have to get the cadence of this trigger down a little bit. Felt faster where I need to be. Yeah, 144 the first shot, 167. I don't know if I threw one though. So let's pull those in and check. And the results are good, but not great. We got A+ box, spine and heart, lung, and twice I jerked on the double tap right next to each other. So at least I was consistent with my mess ups. Where's my dot? the dot. It left. It vanished. Uh-oh. First set, 167 a first shot, 25 split, 29 split, 167, 192, 221. That's okay. That's not so bad at 7 yards. All right, guys, so we'll see. The dot was actually fritzing off and on. I don't think it's a problem. I think it was just the battery. All right, so I think I tracked that okay. I think that looked okay. All right, so now we got a dot. Let's turn the dot down. Just at 7 yards here. I want to check where the hits are with the irons at 7 and 15. So let's go to the top left. Check where those hit. It might be just a bit high because I tend to combat hold more than most people. Yep, all three were high. So 6 o'clock hold maybe at 7. I was really here, so we are a little bit high. Good for backup irons. Well, these are actually, because it's an LE model, actually got tritium, and I didn't know that, so I'm happy about that. Let me go back to 15 yards. Oh, and the 2 headshots are very good. Right? We're out. One eyeballs, and we're going to start rock and rolling. Please don't click off. It's just something I needed to check. Oh wow, we're really high at 15. Okay, high past 10 yards. All right, guys, rapscallions is 7 and 10 yards. All right, looks good to me. All right, let me try and rock and roll a little bit between these guys. Nice pistol, comp's nice. Here we go. Didn't even plan that out, but boy, does that look pretty cool. So that was 3, 3, 3, and 3. So a lot of transitions, and yeah, you're out of 12 shots in under 6 seconds, 5.73. So people go, why do you need capacity? Because pistols are not rifles or shotguns. Most people miss. Even LE only hits about 20% of their shots. I did better than that, thankfully. We got 5 out of 6 here in the 8-inch shoot and see IDPA style. Pie, that one's still in the inner box, so that one in the lung. On rapscallion number 2, actually really good shots. 3, 4, 5, and one over here in his left lung. But these are where you need them to be. Good shutdown spots. A little low. I don't know if that's grip or trigger control. We'll re-verify 0, maybe with plus P hollow. Boy, this pistol's real sweet. I'm gonna finish with some plus P hollow points, so please don't click off, and please always subscribe and hit the notification bell and all those things. I got 20 yards, which is 60 feet, and 70 feet, which is 23.5 yards. I got 10 rounds left of this blazer before we start doing the hollow points. So I'm curious. I got a feeling my dot might be a little low. We'll finish off with zeroing it at 10 yards. But I just kind of wanted to see. So let me do like a mini dick and drill. I know it's not 40 yards, but just kind of want to see what I can do. So I'm going to do 10 scissor jacks and then run up like the old man I am with my heart pounding and try and make some hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Baby! All right, so there's my 10 shots. We'll see. Did they drop low in the stomach? Or are they up high? I really have no idea. We haven't tested this yet. And that's how you guys should do it. Do whatever your physical ability is. 15 scissor jacks, which are this style and like this, the way I like. Or jumping jacks, or do burpees if you're real young and athletic. Do more to get your heart rate up. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 on the shoot and see. And here we go, and here we go, still in the inner box. That's pretty good on the first guy. Nonetheless, at 20 yards. Here at 23.5 yards, 70 feet, so 60 feet and 70 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that a Gideon dot or any red dot or green dot probably allows you to do. I'm pretty equal doing, you know, federal quals, FBI quals, range master quals, whether it's red dot or iron sight. I haven't done it yet though. Once I pass 15 years though, I think you'll definitely see the advantage go to a dot like this nice Granite here. Okay, really does it. And I think Aaron Cowan, I'm not sure, I think it was 2013 when he published his white paper on RDS or red dot sights for law enforcement. I've also seen other little mini study of law enforcement, especially at nighttime, at longer distance in combination with a weapon mounted light, which of course law enforcement is much more likely to find themselves in that scenario than a civilian. But again, Eli Dickin, 42 yards, his first 2 misses, run up to the pole or whatever to support himself, first 2 hits at 40, and then advance and put the shit bag away like he should have with 10 rounds. And that's what we just did here, and actually everything was in the inner box. I'm really happy about that. I still need to re-verify exactly where they're hitting. So you know what, I am quite sure, belonging to Aaron Cowan, that a lot of gold dots have probably been through this pistol, but let's run some different stuff and just see where they're hitting so I can make a finalization of my zero. And what I'm going to do is give you a recoil view of the compensator working and discuss compensators, a V-port up to 25% reduction with different ammo. The first 3 will be this 124 plus P US cartridge Nosler. Look at Gun Sam, I tend them all the US cartridge ones. QC is not the best. Ballistically, you can see the 124 versus 124 plus P Nosler versus the heavy recoil 147 plus P Nosler. That'll be first. And then Winchester USA Ready 124 plus P. This is kind of a huge expander because it's 8 pedals, so it gets more drag, less penetration. Good for civilian self-defense. Goes to probably about 10.5, and heavy clothing organic gel to 11.5, so not quite 12. Not for law enforcement or, you know, special circumstances type ammo. Maybe home defense, like 9 BPLE. This is very similar, but probably it holds together better. And old school, old box, 124 plus P Golden Saber. Then I'm going to take my time, reload. We'll do 3 of the Purple Pain Federal Syntech training, the TSJ bullet, because it hits exactly where standard pressure 124 punch and HST do at 1150. And then at 1200 feet per second, my preferred carry ammo, 124 plus P HST. So HSTs or punch are where it's at, but it is good to see with a comp kind of a recoil difference, okay? And guys, please always like, share, subscribe. Really always comment on 2A channels. We absolutely need it. Fight the algo, okay? Here we go, recoil vision. This cartridge 124 Nosler with the Gideon Granite. Stretch my back a minute. Looking at this awesome pistol. Thank you, Sage Dynamic. There are videos cleaning it. It was filthy, but Aaron included the optics stuff that I needed to mount, so I do really appreciate that. And he's a great trainer, so go subscribe to Sage Dynamics. Hopefully I'll train with him one day. That would be cool. And you know, I reviewed a lot of his videos when I first started getting into red dots, about 2020 when the world went to crap. And then I was a guest to SWAT school, which I did take a red dot. Okay. Now this should be hotter. Winchester, very hot typically. Ooh. You feel it. I like that. Mini Magnum, but it's probably more efficient. The hotter the ammo, the more efficient your comp is. So with training ammo, it's maybe like 15 or 20, 17%, right? And with this stuff, it's gonna be like 25% with muzzle flip reduction because there's more pressure, air going upwards from the ports. From the comp, excuse me, not ports. Ported barrels, I don't really like ported barrels because junk can get in your eye from the modified car position and anti-carjacker, but comps are okay. And now the old school Golden Saber, this probably will not recoil as much as the Winchester USA Ready did. Okay, let's actually check those results because I want to finalize zero a little bit. All right, let's look at the results. US cartridge, not so shabby, a little bit off to the right though. Okay, maybe I need to push left a little bit. The Winchester, is that my trigger control and grip? It's more grip than trigger control, guys, by the way. No, I don't think so. It's because this ammo is so hot. I actually think in this pistol, there was a point of impact shift. So if we go back to the still plus P, but slower velocity Golden Saber, I got an X-ring, a 9 here. So only a little bit to the right. So I'm going to push maybe one click left and do the Federal ammo next. For zeroing your red dot for HSTs, nothing's probably better than this stuff, though American Eagle 124 will also be really good, getting you close to the HST and punch. So I only went one click left, probably needs two. Yes, that's pretty poppy stuff. A little right. I think I was actually aimed in a little right each one, so I'm probably about a ½ inch right. If it's further right, I need to click another, probably two left. Let's see. Yep, so I knew I was a little right. A little of that's me, but good accuracy there, all in the 9 ring. So I know I was, this is me, I know I was where and I pulled the trigger. I'm gonna go 2 left, and if my group with the HST carry ammo is a little left, I'll go back 1 or 2 right. So I'm gonna go 2 left and finish off with 124 plus P HST. I flipped the target because I don't want shooting at a downward angle to be a variable, because I don't do that very often. There's our nice, beautiful HSTs, best in the world. Let's put this back and finish up. All right, so good stance and balance, not leaning back. Good high grip on the beaver tail. Roll this in. Thumbs forward towards the bad guy because that's where bullets go. It's in line with the bore, right? Here, make as much contact as you can. Then exhale as you squeeze, not yank the trigger. People always say trigger control. It's actually more grip issues typically. So, but you got to start from the foundation, from the base first before worrying about sight alignment and all that. Dots do make that a little bit easier. Okay, here we go. Last one was a little to the right, but I don't even mind if my zero's a little high and a little right, because I know when I mash the trigger, yeah, I jerked one of them really bad. That's unfortunate, but I think I'm going to call that, nope, I'm going to go 1 click back right. I went 2 left last time, so I'm going to go 1 click back right, and I'm going to call that zeroed enough for my defensive purposes. I'm going to go 1 or maybe 2 back right, because I'd rather have them little high right than low left. Yeah, so anyway guys, I'm gonna call that zeroed. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video on the excellent FN 509 compact MRD LE with comp, which they never sold it with the comp in this configuration, with this trigger, with these raised suppressor night sights. And this was actually Aaron Cowan's Sage Dynamics pistol, so that's like really cool. To me, that's just really cool because I've watched his videos for a very long time and learned a lot. And we did test the Gideon Granite here. I've got a lot of videos with Omegas. I love the Judge 2 as a micro RMSC, the micro slide dot. I think it's the best one on the market, and a rock as well. Yeah. So really good, though the battery died, so you know, you just got to make sure you probably should put a new battery in and then change it every year on your birthday. So anyway guys, please comment, please like, please subscribe, sing the blues, be a good person, hit the notification bell, that would be awesome. And check out Combatives and Street Jiu-Jitsu on BJJ Fanatics. I was a subject matter expert, or am, in all things martial arts, MMA, combatives, things like that, armed security, bounced forever. Learn everything, whatever level you're at. Go read the reviews and subscribe and check out all my Paul Harrell tribute playlist, my ballistics playlist, and all the MMA, combatives, karate, go, jiu-jitsu, all that stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you, everyone. Train accordingly.